Hey guys, happy Thursday. Today is Thursday, September 19th, 2019. We are blessed to be here at the Metro West Golf Club. We're about to do an Orlando Regional Realtors Association Power Hour, which is a really cool event.
Yes.
So let us know you can hear us and see us. Juliana's on. Hey, Juliana.
Hi.
Hey, Ernie Plaza. What's up? Give us a heart or a thumbs up. We already got that. Nadia Quinton's on. Got people popping on. You may or may not see the hardware on my head. I don't know if you can see Rose's hardware, but it's basically two crowns. We're just having fun today. We have the beautiful Cherie Roan in the background helping us and directing us. But we're here today to talk about Rose Kemp and get kind of her story. No sound. Well, somebody said I can hear you. It's got to be on your end, Hafid. So welcome to the show.
Hi.
I'm excited to have you.
Yes.
You've been on the show before.
Yes.
But we are specifically here to give people a little bit of background on you and then talk about the elections, which start Monday, September 23rd.
Yes.
You can hear us. Thank you, Nadia.
Thank
Monday, September 23rd. What's up, Tracy? Rose is running for
2020 secretary.
2020 secretary. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Super.
Ken.
Always love having Rose Kemp on the show.
Nice.
It's always fun. It's always awesome. Hey, Lori. So tell us, we always like to talk origin, even though we know what our purpose is. People like to know a little bit about Rose Kemp. I know about Rose Kemp, and I'm going to pop in when you don't. But they like to know a little bit about you. So give them a little background.
So Rose Kemp is a California transplant 22 years ago. And I had to reinvent myself in this town, and I became a realtor actually in 2000. So
Why?
Well, because I had to reinvent myself and figure out how I could use the skills and the talents I had from my previous career, and I felt that real estate was a good fit. Plus, I became a mom, and so I wanted to be able to have a career, raise a daughter, stay home if I needed to, pick her up from school, take her to school, extracurricular activities. So I wanted to do it all, and I felt that a realtor mom can do it all and make it all happen. So that is initially actually what inspired me and motivated me to become a realtor, besides the fact that I was a people person.
You definitely are a people person.
Yeah, and I love helping, and with real estate, I always tell people it's not about sales. It's actually about helping people reach their dreams, their goals, their life changes that they're going through. And that's, I felt that was exactly what I needed, and I love it.
Was it a long time before you became super involved? Because a lot of times people get their license, they're practicing, trying to learn the business, so you're not necessarily involved in things. Was it a while before you became involved in Aura? And then what was the catalyst to that? What made you start to really embrace that and get involved? Because you have been incredibly involved, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But what happened there? What made you really do it?
Actually, I was really blessed early on in my career. Again, I've been in business 19 years. My first broker had been in business 40 years. She's currently retired, but she was just a fabulous mentor. I'll never forget her basically taking me under her wing, holding my hand, walking me in through the doors of the Orlando Regional Realtor Association and saying, listen, this business is about relationships. When you want something done and you need to get something done, you walk in through the front doors, you look at people face to face, and that's how you get the job done. So it's kind of an old-fashioned way of thinking since we're now in such a digital era. I still like to tell new agents, hey, you know what? Walk through those doors and get to know your staff. And those relationships are really helpful when you need to get something accomplished. So early on, since I was attending Aura classes, and so I would spend time there, I met somebody who was very instrumental in kind of pointing the finger into the leadership direction. He saw something in me. So back in 2002, Mr. John Lazenby, because you
love some John Lazenby.
You got to give credit where credit is due. He's one of our past presidents, but back then, John actually saw something in me and encouraged me, and he said, listen, I'm going to nominate you for the Making of a Leader program. Back then, the Making of a Leader program was 25 people per year. and you had to be nominated. So you couldn't just like walk in and say, I want to do this. So he nominated me and I was selected, and I went to the leadership class, and I graduated in 2002 from that. So early on, I actually learned the importance of leadership, having a voice, being involved, and advocating, not just for our buyers and sellers, but for the real estate community in general.
You've done so great with that. I think once you get a taste of, oh my gosh, I actually have a voice and I can make an impact, make a difference. And by the way, hi everybody who said hi.
Hi.
I think they're all trying to tell you hi. They said
everyone.
you're beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
What's wrong with my crown? Nobody said anything about the crown. No,
He
it's
looks
all right.
great in his crown,
I feel
everybody.
fantastic.
And
No,
I
I'm
got a
kidding.
crown here too, Veronica. Do you recognize
Yes, I
this?
love your crown. But I think what's wonderful is you have to have that impetus. Somebody has to set you up. We talk about mentors on the show all the time. So kudos to John Lazenby, because that's awesome. I think we need to have more people like that, which then empowered you to get involved. And then once you get a taste for it, you're like, oh my God, I can actually do good things.
Yes.
And so then you do good things. So how does that all transpire?
You know, so actually early on, because I was raising a little girl and I was highly involved in her life, one of my first experiences in leadership was actually PTA. And you basically assist with PTA, and you learn how to become a leader and be there for the school and be there for your kids. So I was actually involved with PTA, became a PTA president. Fast forward years later, as my daughter Summer started growing up, I started realizing, you know, I want to continue to serve. Why not serve my own community? So I'm very passionate about serving, and I felt that I wanted to select the real estate community to do that with, which is how we actually
met. So we met at, I believe, at Women's Council
Yes.
of Realtors. We're not allowed to say WCR anymore, but I'm going to say it anyway. We met at the chapter. Now it's a network. The Orlando one, Linda Sampieri, Cherie Roan, Kat Brower, just amazing people who were involved. And it was such a catalyst for getting involved. So that was my first, I dipped my toe in that, and so that's where I met you. But you've gone on to do many amazing things. I mean, your leadership, thank you, Todd Bryant, your leadership roles, you have done a lot. You've done a lot with RE/MAX, you've done a lot with Aura, you've done a lot with WCR, Women's Council. So talk about how that kind of played along. You start, you get a feel for it, you obviously got involved, and then what happens? What happens?
Actually,
Cherie's got a note for me. I got to look
so
at it. Hold on.
actually, through Women's Council of Realtors, I started forming some really strong bonds in this community, and one of them is Ms. Kat Brower, who is actually the one who really encouraged me to go to my first Women's Council of Realtors luncheon. And you know, when you surround yourself around amazing, strong people, not just women, men too, you know, you kind of begin to emulate and grow. And I started really seeing what they were doing, the difference they were making, the wonderful things they were doing for me, actually supporting me, empowering me, uplifting me, energizing me. And I thought, wow. So when I serve, not only am I doing something amazing for my own real estate community, but I'm actually doing something for me deep down inside that fulfills me. It's so much more than just making a commission and making money. There's so much more to real estate than that. And I started realizing the importance of those that serve. And I started realizing too, through John Lazenby, again, I'm gonna mention him. I remember he gave me a book when he became president. It was, I think he was finalizing his term. And I received a book from him that I actually have it sitting in my living room. I've read it, and it says, Leaders Open Doors.
Nice.
I've always loved connecting people. I like sending referrals out to great people. Like, I'm very much so about supporting each other and connecting the right people together. And I just, that's something I've always done. I love it. And I realized if I become a leader, I can open doors for other people.
Well, you're making an impact,
I can encourage
right?
them, yes. And then it's personal development and it's strength, and it's keeping kind of your thumb on the pulse of what's happening in your real estate community before it even gets out.
So talk about some of the things you've done. Cherie mentioned, which I touched on a little bit, international speaker for RE/MAX. Steve Bell just posted NAREP 2020 VP. And I know that you have done so many roles, and you have been participating at a leadership level Talk about that.
So basically, one of the things that I live by, like one of the things that I feel has helped me be able to stay in this business and have longevity, has been to basically be able to, when you get involved and you're out there, you become relevant to your community. So I always look for every year something, and it doesn't have to be, you know, the top producer, the highest volume, the highest units sold. I've been there, done that. That's wonderful. It's obviously extremely great when that happens too. I'm not gonna, yes, I mean, nothing better than doing really great business, but most importantly is staying relevant. So what have I done this year for my real estate community that has made a difference, a positive difference that fulfills me, and therefore I stay relevant to myself. I stay excited about real estate. I embrace the changes, because as we all know, real estate is ever so changing. There are so many factors we cannot control. It could be anything that happens in our community that impacts real estate. So I just feel like it's important to continue to evolve, continue to find ways of empowering yourself, empowering others. And I really, really, really wholeheartedly believe that the more you give, the more you get.
100%. All right, so talk about what you've done at Aura. Talk about what you have served, what you have done, because I want to roll into the fact that about elections coming up on Monday.
So I guess my commitment to Aura kind of evolved through Women's Council of Realtors, making those strong bonds with a lot of realtors that were a part of Aura. And I saw some of the people that mentored me also involved on committees at Aura. So they said, hey, join me on this committee. Actually, Kat Brower was really one of the main people that invited me to join a committee. I didn't even know what a committee was. Then I started really realizing, I started learning and growing, and I'm like, wow, okay, so we pay all these dollars to the association every single year. This association is all about the members. It's a members association, right? So we have staff, we have a CEO, wonderful, they're the supporters, but at the end of the day, we, the membership, are the ones that should truly be having the voice and seeing what are the best benefits, how can we make our association better and greater. So leadership, to me, that's why I started getting involved. I said, okay, well, I pay dollars every year. I would like to see maybe better education, maybe some free classes. So as I started thinking about those things, I thought, wow, I can actually sit on a committee, bring some ideas to the table, and actually make a difference, or hear other people's ideas and say, hey, that sounds like I never thought about that. I want to support that. So having a vote, having a voice, for my association, for our association, and I think that's really important. And without our volunteers, without our realtors that commit time, it's not paying. I always get asked, do you get paid to do that? No, you don't. It's volunteer.
It's all volunteer.
Yeah.
So you serve.
I serve. So I started serving on committees. From there, I became chair of member relations. That was really great. I remember we started the safety protocol for Aura that year. Very proud of that. And that's when I started realizing that, yeah, you actually can make a difference, and you can bring in better benefits. And it's about all of the members and my colleagues and my peers. So I do like supporting them one-on-one when I'm out and about. I've been Mentor of the Year. I've been a Rising Star at Aura 2016. But
these are good things.
It is.
Rising Star is big. This is good.
I love the platform that Aura offers, the opportunity, the platform that Aura offers to be able to truly affect change and make a positive impact in our real estate industry. And more than anything, I love advocating for our communities. I realize the importance of realtors and real estate in our communities to keep our communities strong. I've gotten involved with government affairs, have gone to Tallahassee 4 years in a row now. Make sure that we keep a strong, healthy real estate market, not just for me, obviously, but most importantly for my family, my neighbors, my past clients. Everyone's impacted by it, and we saw that when the market crashed, and at the very least, I want to know, since the market crashed and I got to go through that, I thought, what can I do to make sure that in the future this doesn't happen again? And I realized getting involved and having a voice in leadership and going to Tallahassee, those are the ways that maybe I can make an impact to make sure that we don't go through what we went through
It was
back
rough.
in 2008. It was
All right,
really
Rebecca
rough.
Soto says hi.
Hey, Rebecca.
So I want to ask you though. A lot of people will say, "Oh, all right, you're a whole bunch of real estate agents together. Why would you do work in a real estate? You're competing." So talk a little bit about how that all works, because I think a lot of realtors that I talk to who are not involved don't understand how important it is to be collaborative with your real estate brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
So how does that work for you?
Well, I mean, I have a philosophy. Again, I'm a person that has always believed in helping others and empowering others and mentoring, because I've had people that did that for me. And at the end of the day, I can share with 200 agents how I do business, what I do, what's made me successful. There is plenty of business for everyone, number one. Number two is going to be that just because I share with you the way I do things, you're going to take that, or you're going to take just a nugget or two, and you're going to do it your way.
Right.
So why not share? Why not empower others? Plus, I want to see an environment of realtors that are professional, that are collaborating together, not realtors that are out there competing and being catty and not getting good business done because you're actually busy hating on the other agent.
Well, it impacts the whole industry when you have that hating
That's
thought
a negative,
process, right?
Yeah.
It's not a good place to be. All right, so let's get to elections.
Okay.
So September 23rd,
Yes.
and I'll let you take it over.
So basically, 2 years ago, I ran for director at Aura, and I was elected to serve, and it's been such a great honor, and I sit on the BOD at Aura. And I'm still part of several different committees, including government affairs and communications committee. I've been involved in that for 4 years. That is straight up advocacy for the real estate community, for our realtors to be educated, for the consumers out there to be educated, and I'm super proud of that. So I'm very passionate about the initiatives that Aura has. And every year they're different, and every year they change, and there's such an evolution in our market and in our industry, and I want to be a part of the solutions if there's issues. I also spend a lot of time out there on the field, whether it be NAREP, North Orlando, props to them, whether it be at a Real Producers event like today. What's most important to me is to be able to get out there and get the word out as to what we're doing, how to empower ourselves, how to make sure that we give realtors a good name. Like, I don't want a realtor out there that is oblivious and is doing bad business, and now all the realtors get a bad name for that.
Correct.
So that is one of the reasons I'm running for 2020 secretary. It's a natural evolution. I am definitely very passionate about leading. I love sharing. I love participating. I feel that I have a very strong voice actually for all of our membership,
Yes, you
all
do.
of our realtors, because I am a member of Aura. And I pay the same dues as everybody else. And I've been doing this business for 19 years. And, I'm just like everybody else. So it matters to me that we all have the best of the best. And hey, we are the 7th largest association in the country,
Which is insane.
out of an estimated 265 associations. The National Association of Realtors is the largest voice of all associations. So our voice really matters, not just in our community, but our voice matters in our state, and it matters nationally. So Aura is a leader, and I am very proud to be a part of it, and I want to continue to grow with everyone else. And
I haven't had to do much today, which is really cool. Daniel Betancourt says, Madam Director Rose Kemp raises the bar of professionalism. Thank you, and I agree with that. Vote for Rose. Got a bunch of those.
we have the gold key too, people. You need to get the gold key if you don't have it. It's super important. It's all about professionalism. Please sign up for that. Also, if you're interested in joining a committee for 2020, the links for the application are on the Aura website and also on the Aura Facebook page. So if you are an Aura member, I highly encourage you to like the Aura Facebook page so that you're in the know of everything that's going on, including today's event, the Power Hour, here at the Country Club.
You're the reason that I signed up for the committees, because you posted multiple times about sign up for a committee. I'm like, all right, good, because I didn't know finally somebody saw the tiara. Right? We got it on. Thanks, Luis. But it's super important that you have a vote, which you do this. So think about it. You are doing this, and you're doing it. It's for the community. It's for your real estate community. It's for our global and local community. And you just sharing that already impacted me. I can't imagine how many other people it impacted. And there was no necessary reason for you to do it. You just saw it as an Aura post and you said, I think everybody else should see it on my timeline, in my database, in my sphere. And you did it. Why? Because you are a true believer, sincere believer in all of the principles that go into our real estate world and all the things that Aura is trying to do.
In our industry, it's never a me, it's a we, period.
Agreed.
So the more voices and the more brilliant minds we have on a committee, the better work we can get done. The more angles we could see, the new ideas come up. We need the diversity of different brilliant minds to come together, which to me is important because I'm a part of this association just like everybody else. So I want to continue to see people grow and bring new programs and new ideas because that's real estate for you. It's not black and white and it's ever so changing like I mentioned before.
So how do people vote?
So the elections begin on Monday the 23rd and they will end at 5 p.m. on Friday. So elections go on for 1 week. I really want to ask for support for all the candidates. So there's going to be a link. There already is a link actually on the Aura website that will showcase the different candidates that are running for the different positions. You can actually go on there and review each candidate. Listen, every single person running, they stuck their neck out. They care.
So true.
So they at the very least deserve the respect and the support for you to actually go on the website, spend 5 minutes, check out the different candidates and support the candidates that you believe in, that you feel will have the strongest voice for you at Aura. So that's super crucial. Involvement, we have nearly 16,000 members. We really want to see more members become involved. If you can't join a committee, at the very least, please vote. Please take the time to see who are those that are leading at the association, what are they doing, and then cast your vote. It's an annual thing, and it's going to be for your leadership of 2020. So if you want to see amazing things happen, then you need to assume the responsibility as a realtor and as one of our members to at least take the time to vote. I highly encourage that.
I do too. And you know, I don't get to vote. That's why I love to encourage my realtor friends to get out and vote.
Yes.
You want to have a voice, right? So if you're one of those people out there going, well, I need this changed and I need that changed, and you don't vote, well, I'm going to leave that alone. All right. So, Madam Roan, is there anything I missed?
Nope. Just
all right.
vote.
Just vote.
We need Cherie to come and
come
say
on
hello.
And say hi, Cherie.
Come and say hi, Cherie.
Come on behind me, Cherie.
This
Her
is
outfit
one of my
kind
most
of matches.
amazing mentors.
She's
Love
awesome.
this woman.
Cherie Roan, if you don't know Cherie Roan.
Past state president, CCIM, past president of Women's Council. Currently our chair at Aura as well for
Commercial Council.
If you're an Aura member, it's free for you to join.
Yeah.
Join us for lunch on Tuesday the 24th at Dubstrad for our commercial council meeting.
Why would
We're
you not
doing a
get
great
involved
job.
in that? It's an amazing event. I learn so
telling you.
much every time I go.
This one's all about cannabis and odd products that you can
Yes.
put in a building. Join
Really
us.
cool.
Join us.
Join us.
Thanks for this.
All right.
No
All
problem.
right, Rose, any parting words of wisdom before we head out?
One last thing. I want to say hi to my NAREP North Orlando family and let everybody know that we actually have an event. Save the date. Look for the invitations as they come out and we get closer. So November 21st, we're planning on having a familia giving.
Nice.
So just save the date, November 21st, and you'll see more information and go out there about that. And also, once again, I just want to encourage everybody to please go onto the, most of us have social media. If you don't, you're missing out on a lot of stuff. But basically, make sure that you like the Orlando Regional Realtor Association Facebook page, and make sure you put it to like where it gives you the announcements first. And keep in touch that way and see what's going on and be in the know. For instance, today's event, it's quarterly. I always make it a point to never miss the power hour. It's that important and that valuable.
I agree.
So the only way you're going to know what's going on is if you either log on to your Aura website weekly to see what's going on, and actually utilize your membership, by the way, because you pay for the membership. So if you don't know what's going on, you're just sitting back and you're not utilizing your benefits.
Agreed.
So if you could please like the Orlando Regional Realtor Association page, and also hashtag I am the key. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please again go to our page, scroll through it, and you'll see hashtag I am the key. We have a lot of advocacy going on that you can share, not just in English but in Spanish as well.
That it?
Last but not least,
All right.
I just want to say thank you, Ted. I love you.
I
Thank you
love
for having
you.
me
You know how
here,
much
my
I love
buddy.
you.
And
Mwah.
I'm glad that you look so
Look at
stylish in
it.
your
I mean,
tiara. We're
only
like
one person
princesses.
commented. I don't know what to take of that. Either they are used to seeing me with a tiara on. That could
Yes,
be.
yes.
Or they're not surprised by it. Also could be. You never know what's going on.
Yes.
I got to wear a whole bunch of these in the upcoming months. But thank you, Rose,
Yeah,
for being
yes,
on.
love you all.
We love you guys. Thanks,
thank
Cherie,
you,
for
everyone.
helping out. Vote, guys. That's the most important thing.
Yes,
Get
starting
out
on
and
Monday.
vote.
Look for the link.
And if you haven't registered for the event that we're about to step upstairs to, you should come on.
Absolutely.
Come on, do
Tuesday
it.
the
All right.
24th.
And Tuesday the 24th is the commercial
Council
luncheon.
luncheon, yes.
So we love you guys. We'll share all that. Thank you, Rose. So
Thank you.
excited you're running.
Thank you, everyone.
We love you guys.
Make great things
Mwah.
happen out there, everybody.
Make great things happen. We'll see you soon.